if you are in a relationship and you have a little bit of jealousy going on with it, whether you are jealous as a woman or your partner is jealous, and you have the good old familiar arguments, one thing that can enrich and save and maintain your relationship is learning how to have quality arguments. Very often, when we are for a long time with someone, our arguments become a very familiar thing. That means he says something, you say back pretty much the same thing because you react in a very similar manner. Then he reacts the same way. You got a very familiar argument. You storm out or he storms out. So if you're really honest and you think about how your arguments are going, you can see that they start, they go on, and they finish in a very similar manner. And you pretty much make up in a similar. So always one person is the one that probably starts the first step to reconnecting and communicating again. So if you want to break the vicious cycle, is learn to catch yourself if you feel you're going back into the familiar way of reacting and arguing. One of the things, if you really are angry about something and you really want to talk about something, use a technique called a feedback sandwich. So you can imagine a sandwich. You got the bread, you got that meaty, juicy part, cheese, salad, etc., etc. And again, you got the bread at the bottom. So let's consider the bread parts as the positives. So you want to start and you want to finish with the positives. Example, you can start, darling, I really appreciate all we've gone through together. You've been so good to me. You've supported me when I lost my job. You motivated me. And say the things that you appreciate truly honestly about that person. And then do the negative or things that you want to actually cover. Say, I would really appreciate if you would do this and this for me, or if you wouldn't do this anymore because it really upsets me. So in the middle part, give them the juice without attacking them, not attacking their identity. So speak about their behavior rather them as an identity, calling them you're a liar or you are not helping out. So talk about their behaviors. I would really appreciate if you would be more open to me, or you would help out more with the housework. And then you say what you wanted to say. That is the juicy part, that's the problem. And then finish with the bread part, again, the positive stuff, and then finish. So I know we can talk about most of the things. Look, we've been so long together and I appreciate you as my partner. And so give them again specifics why they're a great person, why I appreciate them. And then that way it's not moving into an attack. It's communicating in a way that is a little bit different than what most people do in relationships, and that is just wait until they are triggered to talk about things. So generally it is the most intelligent thing you can do for yourself, for your relationship, to talk about stuff that is important and intense when you are in a calm, relaxed mode. And that way that your partner doesn't feel attacked. So learn to have quality arguments. Study how to be a good communicator. Study how to be a good listener. And it's never too late to save a relationship. It's never too late to save a marriage. And it starts with you. So stop expecting your partner to change just because you yelled, because results have shown that they don't. Otherwise you would have not had the same problem you're having over and over again. So take the responsibility. If you want to see changes in your relationship, even if it's a relationship with some work partners or other members of your family or friends, start by working on yourself. Start by changing your own strategy, not expecting other people to read your mind or to change to make you happy. Everyone is really looking after themselves. So if you start looking at them in a different light and realizing that, hey, let's give it a chance, let's try something different, you can be surprised that the results, when you do something different, the results will also be very different. Wayne Dyer, one of my favorite authors and speakers, said, rather be happy than right. So what is more important to you? Do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? And if you want to be right, how true is it that you are truly, truly right? So think about what is really, really important for you. You can be right and in a very miserable relationship, or you can be right and single because one of you just couldn't tolerate the other one anymore. So you're just going, banging heads against the wall. So that's my invite. Give it a try. Change your communication model, move into a more uplifting, more empowering state, starting from yourself. And let me know what worked for you. Let me know if you have any questions or any specifics you would love to cover with your partner. I'll be very happy to help you out, to guide you. You can get in touch with me via my website, milijanadeMori.com, or my Facebook, facebook.com/coach.milijana. Instagram is milijana.de.mori. And I would love to answer your questions and would love to help you move into a more empowered state, which then results into happier self, happier relationships, more fulfilled relationships. I'm sending you many, many greetings and wish you a beautiful, beautiful evening.